Listen, we're almost at the 9/11 Museum. We're going there, we're going out to the Belly of the Beast. We're going to deliver this artwork that kind of challenges the official narrative.
Okay.
And we have a list here of people who agree with us. CIA Section Chief Bill Christensen, Andres von Bülow, German Defense Minister, one of the highest ranking intelligence officers in Germany, wrote an entire book saying how they know for a fact this was a CIA black op. Michael Meacham, MP, British Parliament. Robert Baer, super expert on the Mideast. He knew about, one of the first guys who knew about bin Laden. He understands everything about Mideast politics and how the reality works. Former Italian President Francesco Cossiga. Paul Craig Roberts, Treasury Secretary under Reagan. He was also editor of the Wall Street Journal. He also was at the highest level of security, and he saw the neocons when they first came onto the scene, when they were part of the Nixon White House. These guys, they called them the crazies back then. Now these guys, the crazies, you know, guys like Cheney and Wolfowitz and Pearl and all these, they somehow rose through the ranks to not only become incredibly powerful and dominate U.S. foreign policy and our domestic policy, but the only way they could get real power was as if what Cheney said in the Project for a New American Century document in 2000. He said, we can't get these policies through unless we have a Pearl Harbor type event happen in America. Dick Cheney's words, look it up. Former governor of Minnesota, Jesse Ventura. Major General Stubblebine, commanding general of U.S. Army Intelligence and Security Command from 81 to 84. Ray McGovern, CIA, this guy was a presidential daily briefer. He briefed 4 presidents. He was there every day giving them intelligence on world affairs. The guy knows what he's talking about. He says 9/11 was a false flag, and he can prove it. Steve Pieczenik, high-ranking intelligence officer, MD, and PhD in psychology. He was there at the Camp David Accords. He is a psychological warfare expert. He's a military expert. He formed Delta Force, okay? He's a special forces expert, intelligence expert. The guy's super genius. He's come out and said, no doubt, he knows for a fact and can prove that 9/11 was a stand-down minimum. Thousands of architects and engineers. Architects and Engineers for 9/11 Truth is a group founded by Richard Gage. Richard Gage founded this organization. He lost his family, he lost his wife, he lost everything because he knows when something doesn't make sense. He builds buildings. He knows that a building like Building 7, 50-story skyscraper, can't come down into its own footprint perfectly, full of free fall speed, unless there's been charges placed in that building. The official story said there was no charges. The official story says that building came down because of a fire, you know, a small fire at a certain floor in the building. It was not hit by a plane, it was not hit by debris, nothing. And this building yet perfectly fell into its footprint. It's common knowledge within intelligence circles that this thing stinks. The official narrative is a lie. Bush and Cheney, they would not even testify unless they were together and not under oath. And
look what we got coming up.
We're coming up to the so-called Freedom Tower, which is the opposite. It's a tower to the end of freedom. It's a tower to endless war. It's a tower to totalitarianism. It's a tower to
and T-shirts. And what about T-shirts?
And selling T-shirts. And you know what? And I'm going to put it in the contract. They can't sell a T-shirt with my shit on it, because even though my piece is going to be in this museum represents everything that I'm working against. This fear-based narrative that 9/11 is the reason we have to give up our rights. We have to have people stick their hands down our pants. We have to have people, you know, molesting little girls at the airport. We have to have warrantless wiretapping and this high-tech surveillance grid wrapped around us like a high-tech prison, because we have to live in fear of this omniscient threat that could be hiding behind that bush, could be hiding anywhere. These guys who hate our freedom. And they hate our freedom so much, what's the answer? Take away our freedoms. I mean, that argument is so Orwellian and so sick that it could only be, you know, defined as the big lie. It's the big lie. My little piece that we're going to deliver today is just one little chink in their armor. And I'm proud to have it in there, and I'm glad, to their credit, that they're going to put it in there. Now, I don't know if they're going to stick it in, you know, the corner or never see it again or disappear it, but I want it in there. I want it on record that it's in there, and we'll see. You know, I have questions. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. They're going to have my work in there.
there really quick?
No.
I would start it out.
I'm sorry? I have an appointment here, 16th floor, 600. That is over.
So what floor?
16th.
With the 9/11 Museum Collection.
Okay, you'll see the young ladies at the reception desk. They'll announce you if you have an appointment.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're living.
Yes, we're all together. Alexander's expecting me. I can go up now?
Yes. 16 by 32nd.
Thanks so much. Are you painting?
Why are we sitting at the lobby, Anthony? Such a brilliant guy, but forgot to press the button.
This is a high pressure situation. Come on. Cut the kids some slack.
That's on film.
We're here.
16th.
Alone. Hi, how are you? Let's play on the Alexander.
When was the last time?
Long time.
Hi, this is Liz Mizuchi, Director of Research. So let's get started. Let's take a look at the artwork and we'll take it from there.
This was the.
I'm going to be.
I tracked down.
I know. No,
Let's get down to business.
photograph.
No, I tracked down the original.
That's great.
This was the original,
And
magazine for your archives.
Thank you.
So you can have this. This is where it was published in the Village Voice.
And the Voice commissioned you to do this piece specifically to accompany this article.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
This is how it was
That's great.
published in 2006, I think it was. And then just had this plane. The unveiling. This is museum glass.
Oh, we put museum glass on the front end?
Oh yes, really finest. It's all archival. It's all. Hopefully you guys like the presentation. So here's
That's nicely done. That's beautiful.
great. Glad you like it.
Yeah,
So it's more of a,
I haven't seen it
it's
yet,
more of a
Anthony.
collage than.
It's a combination.
Hold it all the way up.
Of
Yeah.
collage. A lot of my work is collage and paint.
Hold it up more.
But this is museum glass. It has very low reflective qualities, and there's some writing on the back as to how to handle it. But you guys are pros, I know.
So will you talk a little bit about the creation process? I know you told me you gave me a lot of great information in our email correspondence.
Yes.
So the Voice commissioned you for this piece, and you started researching the Truth Movement.
Yes.
And will you speak a little bit to how aspects of the movement inform some of the iconography in this particular artwork?
Sure. But overall, it's a monument to everything that is wrong in this country. It's this neocon philosophy that's pervaded our society and put us in this envelope of fear and authoritarianism. And that is what I'm fighting against. This is what we're all doing here. We're trying to work against that. We're actually working for freedom, working for peace, we're working for some rational understanding of the world and how it really works, and not just this official top-down narrative that's jammed down our throat. Be afraid of this. Take away your rights. Have this guy stick his hands down your pants. And unquestioningly just going along with this program as if we're just, meant to just follow orders. And that's not what America's about. We're about much more than that. And we're about questioning. The whole country is built on questioning authority. I mean, we questioned the British authority. And now we're taking away all the amendments that we formed because the Fourth Amendment was formed because the British could come in your house and just take your stuff, arrest you without charges, kill you if they wanted. They could do anything. And we said, no, we're going to be better than that. And now we're throwing away all of those principles that the Founding Fathers codified into the Bill of Rights because we're afraid.